underneath there getting some mulch because I've really got to start getting these plants in the ground, yet the ground is very dry right now. I really don't have any rain coming. You can even see some of the Spanish needle is not happy. So I'm gonna just grab some mulch from the top and try to get it from the top because there's a lot of soil underneath and I don't want it to blow away. It's not very windy right now, but when it gets windy, it's really windy. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. That's really nice. So my pickaxe broke. However, I'm just going to use my shovel. I have a larger shovel. I'll probably just use my hands. Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, oh, nice soil. I need a bigger shovel. Look at that. Beautiful. Covered a little bit, keep it from drying out, because that's moist. Shibra, haircut. Bring one of these too. That'll be nice to put a pot on. I'm going to bring y'all back first. It's a little hot today, but that's okay. Feel alive, very alive. And it's really good to sweat, really good. Okay. Okay, so I think it's gonna go there. The butterfly garden. So I shall. My skirt is a little too big. I shall return. I'm gonna go grab the wheelbarrow. I'm trying to fix myself. Alright, shall return. coconut. So the log, really put anywhere, mainly just to put a pot on. Nice log, and it will sit straight, so it'll be perfect. Alright. Now, this is what I'm not sure about. I think this is a good spot. I'm gonna put the mulch behind it, behind this potted plants. Can't see anything. Oh, I can't see a thing. I think you can see. I really can't see. Please excuse my sweaty face. It's very hot out today. It's gonna start getting into the summer months, which, whew, I can't wait to show y'all that. I'm gonna take this lemongrass out. Very nice. I'm gonna take the lemongrass out and then separate it, could repot it, but it looks like hell, and I could use that spot. And a lot of things, some things are attracted to lemongrass and some things are repelled by lemongrass, so I want to keep it at bay already, but also I'm trying to get a little pollinator garden. I mean, there's so many pollinators here. I just really want to specifically pollinator garden. Two things. I gotta run and get a hair clip because it is very hot out here, and whew. And well, first let me get the shovel. So this is not going to be a pretty sight, but it's got to go. I think you can see. it's not lost. All this lemongrass will be absolutely fine. I just gotta replant it. Much better. It's a little bit more room for. Woo. Oh, it smells so good. I'll use this to cover some ground up front. Oh, that's perfect to cover the ground. And oh, wow, it's a little hotter than I prepared for. You can see though that the tomatoes are standing up, so they'll be more than fine. Oh, let me get some water to water these plants. There are literally hundreds of baby fish in my rain barrel. I'm never going to be able to feed my fish. Someone special put fish in my rain barrels, and they're like apex predators when it comes to mosquito larvae. So my fish have no food. And I just went to get some water, and there's like a bunch of baby fish in it. An absolute ton. I water these multiple times a day because I just water them really quickly when I'm near it. Not going to be nearly enough water to wet this ground, but might as well just add some moisture to it. Using what I have on hands. Oh, not always easy. That's not always pretty. Oh, I mean, like, it's really hot. Trying to get some sun, but also protect myself from yellow flies, deer flies. Oh, my skirt is falling down. Okay. So I'm gonna move them back to where I think they're gonna go. Yeah, nice little wine. I don't know why I did that. I should move the camera. Hope everyone's having a perfect day. Hello, un monde merveilleux. How are you? Comment ça va? I think it's Comment allez-vous? I try learning French sometimes, but I never could find anyone to study with, so I always fell off of it. Tandem, though, is a great site. Nice into little sticks. One thing also I'm going to be working on is Brazilian peppers here are highly invasive tree, and sure we could find one. Highly invasive tree, but when the shoots, when they first grow, they're nice and straight. It's so hot out here. Even my phone is sweating. Oops. Slid out of the thing. That looks like something else. Okay, right here. Brazilian pepper. Oh, so sweaty. Looks like something else. Where is it? Here it is. Brazilian pepper. But this one is growing from that tree. However, when the sprouts, they sprout up everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. They'll take over an entire lot. And when they first sprout up, they're nice and straight. And I've been working on figuring out where I want to add some vegetables. And I was thinking of a thatching fencing. You put some thicker wood in the ground, stake it, and you weave thinner live branches through them. It looks spectacular every time. I started one long ago before moving out here, and with the Brazilian pepper and bamboo. But I'm thinking there's not a lot of hardwood trees, so I'm thinking for the post using PVC pipe and then wrapping the live branches around that. Where is my breeze? Breeze is usually quite strong because it's right on swamps. Now what? Well, I gotta get more mulch. That, I mean, I didn't fill it up completely, but that, it only tiny little pile. And, ooh, my God, I'm soaked. I wish I could tell y'all exactly what time it is, or what temperature it is, because it's getting to those Florida months. I'm very curious, out of all the people who moved from out of state, especially up north, how they're going to take the summer. Because the summer, it gets so hot that you genuinely can't breathe. It feels like you're drowning. And the humidity is like a physical object that you have to swim through. And definitely curious. And then, of course, summer nights, the mosquitoes are really intense. And yes, I'm not curious. Look at this. Every day it pops out a little more. I'm guessing these are going to be leaves. Regardless if you believe, these are going to be leaves. Oh, I almost dropped it. Chayote. It's vining, really delicious. Very crunchy. I like it using, oh wow, is it gonna be roots? I wonder. Been digging in dirt all day. Anyway. Still gotta plant these. They're not looking too happy. Moringa sprouts. I didn't bring any of my stuff out with me. I'm kinda lost right now. Ooh, shade. Guess I have to go get some more mulch and then start digging a hole. I really wish it would rain. I miss storms. I know it's gonna be in no time at all when stormy season is back, but I really do miss it. Too quiet out here. Sometimes it just is deafening, the silence. Sometimes it's very thought stimulating, but sometimes it's deafening. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of things that will prick you here. And I wish I could bring the phone over to it, but the stream will probably stop. I found a mystery vine, that I found it with my foot. The largest thorns I've ever seen. It looks like a rose stem, but it's a vine. And I actually haven't seen that one yet. And there's another thing that is popping up everywhere, not in the yard thus far, but it's called tropical soda apple. Not edible. They sound like they would be delicious. They even look like they would be a little delicious, but totally toxic. The plant though is really intense looking. Fuzzy leaves with the biggest, meanest thorns sticking out of it. Soda apple. I don't know how to say soda in French, but I know apple is palm. Soda palm abra. Soda palm abra. But really intense plant. And I know the wild hogs here eat the fruits, and raccoons. That's probably how they were planted. And great. I've never seen one in person. And I read about them. I always hear soda apple because it's in the nightshade family. The same family as potatoes, tomatoes, ground cherries, and clear as day is the nightshade flower. And I guess the leaves too. But really interesting. And looks like not delicious. They kind of look like, the ones here kind of look like little watermelons. They have those like stripes on it. But we do have a lot of really good things that you can actually eat. Sea grape is one of my favorite. Very tart berries, but they grow all over the shore. And now you need a permit to collect them on the shore, but they grow everywhere. And always, like, if you're ever in Florida, ask if anybody has some in their yard. And everyone has something fruiting in their yard. When I lived in Lake Worth, I never had to buy produce. Certainly not fruit, because mangoes were everywhere, bananas were everywhere, papayas were everywhere. Out here is it's not, Lake Worth is very welcoming, and out here is very, like, there's so much space in between, like, people that it feels a little bit more shut off. Certainly, too nervous to go foraging out here. I'll go in, like, the abandoned lots and stuff like that, but Lake Worth, you could just walk by someone's house and be like, hey, is that a mango tree? And they're like, hold on, I'm getting a bag. Like, wait right there. And then you leave with, like, 40 pounds of mangoes. Kumquats, citrus, Surron cherry, sea grapes, crab apples, prickly pears everywhere. A little homesick, I'm sorry. But growing as much as we can out here to make edible forests. Got some, oh, it's rooted. Elderberry has officially rooted. This elderberry, which you may know from elderberry syrup or elderflower, is rooting. This is from the side of the road, and it breaks very easy. I could really probably break it here and have a whole nother cutting. But when these root, this is one of my quick ways to fund some new plants is rooting elderberry, because not a lot of people sell it, and it's the highest one that I do charge for because it's so difficult for me to find out here, and to propagate it. So I sell the rooted ones for 25 bucks. If you have elderberry, root it. It's a great side hustle. And I also offer trades, so if somebody really wants it and doesn't want to pay 25 bucks, I'm always down for trades. I actually traded, I traded someone for a plant instead of, they didn't have cash. I was like, yeah, give me whatever. And, because I really used the, like, propagation to get more plants. And, great gifts, great for trades. Like, these are little Sandpageras. Cactus from a friend that unfortunately lost his mind. My life is an open book, sorry. But beautiful fruits, like a dragon fruit, and you don't have to trellis it. Dragon fruit, very fun to grow. You don't really have to trellis it, but it'll grow like crazy. And so people will put them in frames. With the cactus, you don't have to do any of that. It doesn't fruit as much, and it's a very slow fruiter. However, it's one of those things you could plant and forget and requires very little care. And the tomatoes that are popping back up, the variety here that I like to grow is Everglades tomatoes. Smaller than a cherry tomato, but way more flavorful. Like it tastes almost like condensed, concentrated tomato flavor. There's actually some ripe ones, so I'm gonna grab one to show. They're quite small, and I see them even smaller than that, but that's it. Everglades tomato. Very, very good. Very flavorful. It's like condensed tomato flavor. They're delicious. But when I went over there, the plant looks really sad, so I need some water. I have to water it out like twice a day because that's an accidental plant, so it's in full sun. Like, no bit of shade at all until the sun goes down. Or it's fine as long as it gets water. And they're usually pretty dang drought tolerant, but when they're fruiting, those tomatoes need water to fruit. And if you water them like on and off, you don't really see it with the Everglades tomatoes, but with larger tomatoes you do. The cracks in it from from random watering and they'll start like to burst. But these are so dang small, you don't have to really worry about that. The plant will droop down, you just throw some mortar in it and it's fine. And when it's growing in ground, it's way happier, and it grows like a drunk man or something. How every time it touches the ground, it just grows more into it. And really cool plant. And some spots it will grow as a perennial. I don't know much about these plants, but I like your. Oh, thank you. I don't either. I jokingly say I have a black thumb. I really like being outside, and blessed enough to live in Florida. Sometimes it's a little too hot to be outside, just like some places are a little too cold to be outside. And but could grow an absolute ton here, and it really is a sweet spot for plants. And I'm lucky in the aspect that you don't really have to. I mean, I think anywhere in the world you don't even really have to know how to grow plants. Just put a little bit of time into researching plants that not only want to thrive, but thrive with zero to no care, which will be your natives. And every inch of this planet has gorgeous natives. Florida's a little more lenient in what is called a native because our land isn't the oldest. I mean, it's older than I think it's older than it's. But anyway, plants just have to have been here before the year 1500, and then it's considered a native. I know plants are constantly evolving, and the plants that are alive today will not be here in the same aspect as they are, a million years from now. And but there's so much right now, especially a lot of threatened stuff because of decades and decades of landscaping, which is great because, I mean, migratory birds, all kinds of things are going to bring seeds from here to there. But, I bet I could find one right now. There's these centipedes that aren't from here, but they have taken over. During the rainy months, the entire house will be covered in them. Black and yellow centipedes. Or millipedes. I think centipedes. I get the two confused. But, they're everywhere. And if I just dig, I might not like this ash. One moment. If I just dig. God, everything is so dry. It's so worrisome. Of course I found one. Oh, that one's dead. Okay. Let me look in the soil. They're everywhere. small one. It's wrapped around a twig. Really small one. Don't know if you can see. Gosh, I can't even see the screen really. There he is. Centipede. Or something. They're not native. They're everywhere. You think they are. I'll never forget the first time I seen one. They were everywhere instantly. And God, it has to be about 10 years ago I started noticing them. Every front door was covered in them. They come inside and they're attracted to moisture, so they're always just like everywhere. Futile trying to keep them out. And there's quite a lot of creatures like that. Yesterday, a yellow fly got in the house. And a yellow fly, I don't know if anybody's heard of deer flies, but they're like miniature horse flies. And they're like kamikaze style, so they just go ding, ding, but they don't, they could sting you over and over again. And it's not like a mosquito that has, like I said, a syringe that effortlessly glides through your skin. These things have pincers, and they like bite you, and then they are bloodsuckers, and they will even, it was even getting the dog Lucy, and Lucy like had her little teeth out, and she was like, ooh. I don't want to do the face, sometimes I do it, but yeah, really, really intense. But what is it, 33 minutes? I'm going to get some more mulch. I know if I continue to do mulch on a stream, it's going to end up very traumatic because it is very hot. And I'm in the shade, so that's why I'm not sweating. But if I was in the sun, you'd be able to see me slowly disappear. And because it is getting to be that time, and there's no wind today. So I'm going to get some mulch to try to pile this up. But I gotta throw in like a bathing suit or something so I don't die. And I'm not looking to traumatize anyone just yet. So, happy trails. KYNTO is almost there, KYNTO. It's an avatar chat, streaming platform, all kinds of stuff. Snappo is coding it from scratch. He's a sole programmer. And it's a passion project he's been working on since he was a kid. And highly recommend it. I did one stream with it thus far because I want to start doing like educational streams or people just recommend cool stuff to look into. Also, on KYNTO, you're able to comment, and the comment will be read out. Sometimes I miss comments when I'm out. The screen is like pitch black, so it's kind of hard to see it outside. But KYNTO reads that out, kind of like Super Chat, but free, obviously. And pretty soon, maybe you could pick your own robot voice. I don't know, but yeah. So, I come from the world of crafting and plants, so I'm not the most technologically savvy. However, I learn more every day, and yeah. But anyway, I'll be outside, and feel free. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and KYNTO, and never hesitate. Got a bunch of projects going on, so always, yeah. But my website is Subtropical Botanica. I'm going to be adding a lot more Florida native plants because that's really what I'm focused on. I got the lemongrass out. I got the lemongrass out. Yeah. Lemongrass. But happy trails. I'm going to, I don't know. It's very hot out here. And I know what happens. My face is going to turn beet red. And you're gonna finally see why I used to call myself JaimeLynBarbarian. But I don't even remember the last time I wore shoes. Anyway, happy trails, and thank you for joining. Un monde merveilleux. Merveilleux. I need to brush up on that. I really want to learn French again. My favorite songwriter is Jacques Brel, and every now and then I get it in me like I want to cover Ces Gens-là. Such an impactful song. And I mean, Le Bonbon is my favorite song. I could try. Je veux apporter des bonbons parce que les fleurs c'est perissable. Que les bonbons c'est tellement bon, bien que les fleurs soient présentables. I don't know if I say it right, but I love that song dearly. Jacques Brel is. I also like Micah's French stuff. I don't know why. But anywho, happy trails. And if you have any French music, please do recommend it. It's, yeah. Um, the heat is doing things to me. Happy trails. Je veux apporter